formal hearing today, and Eric Parson is the officer.
Has he checked in?
He has not.
Okay. And I also see Corporal Jones has checked in, and I'm assuming it's a trucking matter.
Corporal Jones, do you have any information about your matter for Madam Prosecutor?
I don't have any information on that one.
No, it's just no insurance. Good morning.
No insurance
Oh,
today, so that's not
Just
due.
good morning.
Okay. All right. Let me handle these.
How you doing,
matters.
Ms. Willis?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, open court.
The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no talking, no smoking, no chewing gum, no eating or drinking, no sleeping or laying down, no driving or riding in a motor vehicle. Please keep your device on mute until addressed by staff. Also, keep your device on a level surface so that your face may be seen. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right. Attorney Gardner, I'm going to call your matter first, okay?
That's right. Fine with me, Your Honor. Actually, I appreciate that.
Is your client present or no? You're going to be waiting.
Oh, Your Honor, I have full authority to represent on behalf.
Okay. Now calling the matter of People versus Asima Yassin. This is ticket number X 4073779. This is one count failed to stop within assured clear distance accident. Appearances for the record, starting with APA code, please.
May it please this honorable court, Paula Cole on behalf of the people, P31888.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gary Gardner, P33729 on behalf of the respondent, who was not present, but I do have full authority to resolve this matter on her behalf.
All right, and I do have the trooper present in the courtroom. I do want him to say his name for the record, please, sir.
Trooper J. Graffino, 1549.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the date and time set for a formal hearing in this matter. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, I spoke with the trooper and he's willing to amend this ticket to blockading, impeding.
All right, and does your client want that offer, Attorney Gardner?
Accept that offer, Your Honor. We plead responsible to the charge, amended charge.
All right. So reading from the ticket on the date of July 9th of 2022 in the area of the ramp 2161 East Milwaukee Street in the city of Detroit. Ms. Yassin did block traffic. Satisfied, Attorney Gardner?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, the court is satisfied as well and will enter the plea of responsible to the amended charge of blockading. The fine for that is $175. Typically, you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Is that enough time for your client, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna have it do no later than September 30th, very end of the month. September 30th, that 175 is due. And Attorney Gardner, just off the record, that concludes this hearing. I love your background. I
Thank
love all those.
I was
Statutes
around
that
the world
pass
in
the
5
back.
continents. I'm going to go into 2 more in November, going to South America and Antarctica in November. So
Oh, those are gorgeous. I love it.
Yes,
It's
beautiful.
you're welcome to come look at me anytime, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. If there's nothing further, everybody's all set for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Good seeing you
I
guys.
appreciate you.
Take care.
Yes, good seeing you too. It was nice to have you here. Thank you.
Absolutely, it's awesome.
All right. Attorney Cole, did you want to talk to Attorney, oh goodness, Green about his matter? It's a formal hearing. If the officer shows up, did y'all want to try and come to some type of resolution?
It seems like if the officer hasn't checked in by now. And I'm being summoned to Judge Garrett's courtroom.
Okay, go ahead to Judge Garrett's courtroom. I'll take care of Mr. Green's case. I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I appreciate that. You can call, Miss Edwards is always very good. She can just email me and say Zoom back in and I will.
All right, fantastic.
Thank you all.
All right. All right, I haven't forgot about you, Attorney Draper. Have you located your client? I know, sometimes it's hard. Is it sticking?
Sorry, I was having a problem with the mute. No, Your Honor, and she's appeared for everything. Like, she's been really in touch. We always email her and call. I don't know why she's not here. I apologize. My prayer to the court is, this is truly a motion to dismiss. I spoke to Mr. Gillis. He wrote me an email and said he would not oppose the motion to dismiss. I have an email from September 6th from Mr. Gillis. So I would ask respectfully if the court would allow me to appear on my client's behalf and have the case dismissed if the court would allow.
I only have, and I don't know if clerk told you, I only have one count on here for some reason. So, and I like to have the client here, but if Attorney Gillis comes in here and tells me that all of the counts are gone, then I will do it on this isolated incident. So just hold tight. just
I
wanna
appreciate you,
check.
Your Honor. And my assistant is calling my client nonstop. So if we find her, I'll have her in. We're keep
I
trying.
believe it. So
Thank
let me
you.
see, let me at least get the okay from him, because he only wrote one count, so I just want to make sure, because I looked at what all the tickets were. So let me just make sure.
Okay.
I just
Thank-
missed that, okay?
What else do you show, Your Honor? I just showed the drag race. Do you know what? I apologize.
No, it's okay. So the other two tickets are no insurance and drove while license suspended. That's why I want to add.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll have you sign. How was it looking this morning? Okay, cool, whatever y'all go. Just, I don't have a super awful dash this morning.
So, yeah, we do, like you said, yeah, but so far,
Yeah, just handle what y'all need to do. I'm here.
what time you keep?
Because I asked, I didn't take. Crystal, and then Mr. Phillips said he would take.
Mr. Phillips, Mr. Webb? Thank you. All right,
Yes,
all right. I'm gonna call this matter, okay?
yes. How you doing this morning?
I'm good, and you?
I'm fine.
Hold on one second. I had someone who just checked in. Brandon Walker?
Yes,
All right, you're just checking in for the day?
yes,
Is he on the docket? Yeah. All right, Mr. Walker, welcome to courtroom 337. I'm going to place you into what's called a breakout room. No one's gonna be in there with you. You'll be in there all by yourself, but the attorney will come in there and talk to you about today's case. Today, we're gonna treat
Okay.
this like a courtroom, even though you're not in here. So when you return to come back on the record, I need the hat off, okay?
okay, all right,
Okay, all right. And then
All right.
you'll talk to the attorney. Now, it may be a few, maybe a little while. She is talking to some other individuals. I don't have a super heavy docket today, but just be patient, okay, Mr. Walker?
okay,
All right, I'm gonna have you join breakout room number 9, okay?
all right.
Thank you. All right. I didn't even make sure Madam Court Reporter was ready this morning when I started. Ms. Burrell,
Yes, Your Honor.
you been good? I'm sorry, I should have checked on you before I started talking.
Yes.
Okay. all
I had a
right.
little trouble hearing the trooper on the other case,
Okay.
but other
His
than that,
name, let me give you the spelling of his name. You know, I kind of figured that too, because he wasn't super close, but he didn't say anything else besides his name. It was Trooper Jesse, Jesse. His last name is spelled Graffagino, and his officer's badge number is 1549.
thank you.
You're welcome. If I have anybody else who comes in today, I'll make sure they stand closer to my mic.
Okay, thank you.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Brandon Webb. This is U ticket 603-42321. This is one count of disorderly conduct. Today is the date and time set for a review in this matter. He was to have done several tasks. Appearances for the record, starting with Mr. Webb, and then I'm going to have Mr. Phillips introduce himself. Mr. Webb,
Yes, Your Honor.
say your name.
Brennan Webb, sorry.
It's okay, thank you. Mr. Phillips?
My name is James Phillips. I'm here on behalf of Southwest Detroit Community Justice Center.
All right, Mr. Webb, you're here today because this is a review to ensure that you've taken care of all of these matters. Has he paid his $300? Yes. Okay, the $300 has been paid. You were to do 20 hours of community service, take the morality class, and do an HIV/STI test. Have you completed all of those tasks, sir?
Yes, I have my HIV test here.
Okay.
And I took the class yesterday, but there was an actual fee that was involved that I wasn't aware of. So Mr. James actually has my letter. So we were hoping that maybe I can get an extension to give him that money, or if not, maybe me and him can come up with some type of agreement for a payment arrangement. But other than that, I want to put on a record about the class. The class, I really feel like not just me, but everybody should know about that class, because there's a lot of things about prostitution that we're not aware of, you know. And I have 3 daughters, you know, and the information that Mr. Phillips gave to me almost brought me to tears, because the fact that these women are being prostituted and children are being prostituted, and the fact that this thing is something that can happen next door at my daughter's school or anywhere. And it really changed me to the point to where I actually want to be an open voice for this type of situation, not just for my daughter, but just because, you know, background, different things in the community, we're not aware of it. And I believe that if we're aware of it, a lot of this stuff will be ceased, because, you know, we don't see how serious it is. So I really, you know, it really changed me, you know, and yeah.
Wow, I love that, Mr. Webb, and you're right. A lot of people don't have that training and that knowledge, and it's only if you're in the industry. And when I say industry, I mean like a part of the prosecutor's office. We had some training like that when I was a prosecutor. But if you're just walking around, you don't always hear all the background stories of how serious it is, how many young ladies are being taken from their homes and their families and forced to go to different communities, you know. And typically, they're not gonna stay here in this state. They're gonna get transported to another state and forced to do this.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it really opened your eyes. Mr. Phillips, you had something you wanted to say about this as well?
Yes, I thought maybe just in case it was needed for me to let the court know that he did complete the class. And but he was not like he said, he was unaware about the price, and so we was going to ask for an extension for him to be able to pay whatever terms, so like make an payment agreement. Excuse me. But we're really going to work with him as best we can.
Okay, I'm willing to work with him as well. I mean, the important part was him taking the class, but I also want you to be rendered the service amount that you need as well. So I can give you plenty of time, Mr. Webb, to be able to make that payment to them for this. What about the community service? Were you able to complete that? Oh, it's in here. Never mind. I have it in the file. I've been told by my clerk it's in the file. So you completed the community service as well. How much time, Mr. Webb, do you want to try and pay him? I can give you plenty of time, so that way it's not a strain on you.
Okay, if I can get roughly 14 days, I know I could have it to him within maybe 7, but you know.
Yeah, I can give you that time frame. That's no problem, Mr. Webb. So, I can give you until the end of the month, or you want October to be safe?
Yeah, we can do that, man.
Okay, so how about October the 17th? That gives you 30 days. That way, if something comes up, you'll have a little wiggle room. But I want Mr. Phillips to get his money too, especially because you learned so. I think he's deserving of that as well. Okay?
Yes,
So
thank you.
you completed everything else, so you just need to come back, just letting me know that you paid him, and I'll be more than happy to close this matter out, okay?
Okay,
And
thank
I'm
you.
so happy that you learned so much. Maybe you can talk to Mr. Phillips about a way that you can become an advocate in the community to talk about these matters so that people really understand. Because let me tell you something, it's one thing to come from the mouth of someone who's experienced. It's another thing to have a Black male in there telling how he was affected and how he wants to now be a part of the system to help change it and can get other people who look like you to hopefully join in on your quest and
Yes.
endeavor, okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm inspired this morning. Thank you, Mr. Webb. I appreciate it. That's what I like to hear.
Yes,
Some
yes.
goodness coming out of it. So I'm going to adjourn this matter until October 17th, 2022, 8:45 a.m. I just want to know that you paid it. And we don't even necessarily have to go on the record at that point in time. I just need you to check in and let me know, and we'll close it out, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you,
All
Your Honor.
right, thank you so much. All right, if there's nothing further. You're all set. Thank you. Have a great weekend, please.
You
You
too.
too, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm calling your matter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I haven't had a chance to talk to the prosecutor yet, but this
don't
has the officer appeared?
No.
Oh, good. Well, please call my matter, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Megan Wilson. This is ticket X 4010464. This is count 1, speed 1 to 5 over. Appearance for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Attorney Anthony Green, P47715.
Oh, your client is here. Let me get her out.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
If I've seen someone's documentation, do I need to run that by the prosecutor, or is that good enough that I saw it?
A lot of times it will be good enough that you saw it.
Okay.
Ms. Wells, I'm gonna put you into what's called a waiting room until I get ready to call your matter, okay?
Oh, sorry, I brought her out.
No, it's not a problem. I like to have her out, but she just,
Okay.
it's a lot. So let me try and get this other young lady into the room. Miss Wilson. Megan Wilson.
She doesn't look like she's in the gallery, Your Honor.
I know I had to go.
Oh,
into
no,
the
there
room.
she is. I see. Yeah.
I know I had to go into the room and get her out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hello.
Hello, can you turn on your camera for me, please? All right, thanks. Now this is court. Ms. Wilson, this is court. I can see you. Okay,
I'm trying to fix my phone. I don't know what's going on.
I think she wants you to take your cap off.
Yes, that's what I want you to do.
She wants you to take your cap off, Miss Wilson.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
That's all right. Not that many people are watching you, ma'am. Just.
I'm gonna mute her for a moment just so I don't get discouraged about dismissing her case today.
Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh boy.
It's okay, Mr. Attorney Green, they don't realize sometimes that this is live on YouTube.
Right,
That this
right.
is It's different. We have to really explain differently that this is like an actual courtroom, even though
Right.
you're gonna come to your home, that you have to treat it as such. Like if you were coming down here, paying a car, coming in, like you have to treat it accordingly. So when she
I
comes
really
back in,
appreciate, right.
Attorney Green, I'm going to call her matter, okay? So just put yourself on mute.
Sure.
She's ready.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Carver,
Yes.
you said you seen Ms. Wells' documents?
No, not,
Oh,
not
not her.
Miss Wells is a plea. The documents I've seen is Deshaun Ware.
Okay.
I haven't
So
asked.
he has plates and insurance now?
Yes, he does.
Okay, all right, let me bring him out.
And I don't know if the prosecutor's in the room or not, but I have a few people that don't have offers.
All right, not yet, but when he gets here, I'll let you know. Okay, you want me to tell, Attorney, Carver, she emailed you something, okay? After you finish this matter, we're gonna do Mr. Ware first, and then I'll have you do that, okay?
I received the email. It's just it didn't cover everyone.
I know, she just sent you another one too. So,
Oh, good.
But it's still not gonna cover everybody, because we still don't have a prosecutor, okay? All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Deshaun Ware. This is ticket number P 1265818, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number P 1265817, one count, expired plate. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Ware. Mr. Ware, can you state your name for the record, please?
Deshaun Ware.
Thank you. This is the date and time for a pretrial hearing. Mr. Ware has shown valid insurance and valid registration, and we move to dismiss.
Being an officer of the court and having seen that valid documentation, the court is going to grant your request and dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You as well.
I will, thank you. You can go ahead and keep talking to folks. I'm gonna handle Ms. Wilson now. All right. All right. Recalling the matter of the people, and Ms. Wilson, you're gonna have to stop walking. There's a lot going on. Maybe I should have you come down here, Ms. Wilson. This is court. I know you may never have experienced this before, but you gotta, treat it like you're in a real courtroom. Oh, she wants her file.
Yeah, please have a seat. All
right, here we go. Recalling the matter of people versus Megan Wilson. This is ticket X 4010464. One count speed, 1 to 5 miles over. This is the date and time set for a formal hearing in this matter. Counsel, can you please state your name for the record?
Yeah, Attorney Anthony Green, P 47715, Your Honor.
And ma'am, can you state your name for the record, Ms. Wilson? You have to unmute yourself.
Megan Wilson.
Yeah, Ms. Wilson, you have to stay sitting down.
I'm trying. I'm sorry so hard with her this morning.
Ms. Wilson, you have to sit down.
Okay, I know she's young.
Yeah, I will sit down, but I had to get my registration and driver's license out the car.
Okay.
Still got business I gotta take care of other than this stuff. I have a life outside of court, so.
Ms. Wilson, please don't say anything else. Don't say anything else, please.
Okay.
Attorney Green, here's what I would like you to do.
Oh, boy.
I would like you to hang up from Zoom. I would like her to hang up from Zoom. I would like you to call her and have a talk with her.
I will do
And
that.
then I want you to call her back, because now she's
Okay.
leaving. And she just hung up. So, I'm not inclined to dismiss it. I'm inclined to have the officer come back another day to see if he can come back.
This,
Because
Your Honor,
And I know it's part of her youthful age. I get it. I looked at the age.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
not
get
just
it.
that, Your Honor, but her mother died. And since that time, she's been going through a hell of a time. I do apologize for using the word hell, but
You know, and
her,
I'm
her,
trying. And
her,
you
her,
know,
mo-
and
her
I'm
mom died.
quick.
Her mom died and she has really did a shift change. She was going to church. She was doing a lot of different things. Her mom died and she just fell into despair. I'm just being candid with the court, okay?
I appreciate that. You call her, you have a
I will.
conversation with her and let her
Okay.
know that I want to help her, but I know she's going, I can be very empathetic that she's going through a lot.
Yeah.
She has to act like this is important just for these moments.
We'll zoom back in, Your Honor, after I'm done
Here,
talking.
okay? I'll be
Yeah,
here.
and God bless you, Your Honor. I mean it. Thank you.
Life happens, life be life, and that's what I tell people, so. But you
That's
gotta
right.
also take care of your business and not be so. So
Right.
just talk to her, log back on, and then we'll take care of it immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. For the Corporal Jones matter, Ms. Williams did check in. Corporal Jones is here, and the offer is improper plates unless she has some type of insurance. She's in room number 8.
Yes, she's supposed to send me pictures. She said that she sold that vehicle before this. And so it wasn't her that got pulled over. She's sending me her vehicle history from the Secretary of State as well as her new valid insurance.
Okay.
So maybe I should talk to the officer.
Officer, would you like to talk to counsel? Corporal Jones?
What are the ones on?
That's fine. Whatever she.
Which tickets are not on the docket, Your Honor? Because I only have no insurance on the docket.
That's all that's on the docket.
But the offer doesn't make, are there civil infractions?
No, that's a no insurance misdemeanor.
It's a no insurance misdemeanor, right? And we did improper plates. What are you looking at? For Ms. Williams? For Ms. Tona Williams?
Yes.
It should just be improper plates. It's written on that line, but it's really referring to improper plates as the amended charge. I know it's written on a responsible line, but it's really. Well, she can provide the documents, though. We can show Corporal Jones if the car was sold before then. Maybe we can do something different.
Yeah, if she got some kind of proof, receipt that she sold the car, that'll be suffice.
Yeah, she does not have that, but she has her new valid insurance, and I guess she got a vehicle history from the Secretary of State, and that vehicle's not on there as being owned by her. I haven't gotten anything yet, though.
You can talk to Mr. Gillis when he comes in. Okay. We'll do Ms. Wells. Okay. Ms. Wells? Unmute yourself for me, ma'am. You see me asking you to unmute?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Is it Jakaya?
It's Jakaya.
Now calling the matter of People versus Jakaya Wells. This is ticket P1341031. This is count 1, disregard traffic control device. Count 2, registration and/or plate violation. Count 3, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Ms. Wells. Ms. Wells, can you state your name, please?
Jakaya Wells.
Ms. Wells would like to take advantage of the plea offer today and enter a responsible plea for count 2, which is no plates.
All right, ma'am. Is that how you want to proceed today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got you. No worries.
Okay.
All right, reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of April 30th of 2022 in the area of Hayes and Houston Witter Street Avenue in the city of Detroit. Ms. Wells was driving a Pontiac vehicle and the registration and/or plate had a violation. Satisfied, attorney?
Satisfied.
Stipulation to probable cause and the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes, stipulated.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to count 2 of this ticket, registration and/or plate violation. I'm going to dismiss count 1 and 3 of this ticket. Ma'am, the fine for this is $170. Typically with civil infractions, you have 14 days to be able to pay that. Is that enough time for you, Ms. Wells?
Yes, ma'am.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna give you until September 30th to have it paid then, okay?
What day again?
It's September 30th. Is that okay or no?
September 30th. Yes, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. You're breaking up a little bit. That's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't want you to get any late fees or anything, so I got to check. All right. If that's all, you're
Thank
all
you.
set for today. You're welcome. Have a good day, ma'am, okay?
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
William Sheldon Sheldon Williams is ready as well. We're just gonna set it for a trial date. But he's not out here. Can you bring him
Okay.
up?
Yep, I'm bringing them. Mr. Williams, please come back to the courtroom.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Williams, can you turn on your camera for me, please?
Yeah, I can.
You asked for counsel, didn't you, Mr. Williams? Did you ever get appointed?
I didn't hear back from any attorneys or anything.
You were supposed to have counsel.
That makes sense.
Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
have all his information. All right, what I'm going to do, okay, I'm gonna call it and put it on the record. Now calling the matter of the people versus Sheldon Williams. Ticket P 1230724, one count no valid registration certificate. Ticket number P 1230734, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket P 1243615, count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Count two, expired plate. Count three, failed to stop for a stop sign. Ticket number 3588780, count one, no insurance misdemeanor. Count two, drag racing. Count three, driver transported open intoxicants and motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with council, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Sheldon Williams. Mr. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Sheldon Williams.
Yes, Mr. Williams would like to set these matters for a bench trial date. We did go over the offer and it looks like there's some civil infractions. If you could, we'd move to set aside the default in those and set all matters for a trial date.
And the court will do that. I believe they were all a part of this pretrial. Yes, I put them all a part of this pretrial date anyway, so the civil infractions will be removed from default. Thank you. And placed in, as a part of it. Sir, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set this for a bench trial. Oh, can I have you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Carver about your case and about your rights?
Yeah, I did earlier.
And it's my understanding you want to have a bench trial. That's the trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do that on today. I'm going to do it for December 19th, 2022 at 9 a.m. I'm still, Mr. Williams, gonna ask for and request you to have counsel appointed. I know I did that before and I don't know what happened. So I'm just gonna re-request it. So hopefully someone will be reaching out to you soon about these cases, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna let them know that it's a bench trial scheduled for December 19th, 2022. Now that will be via Zoom, so the same way you zoomed in today, you're gonna zoom in on that date and time, okay? I'm gonna continue your bond and we'll see you back December 19th, 9 a.m. for your bench trial on these matters, okay?
All right.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, sir.
I did receive Tonya Williams valid insurance. I don't know if CPL Jones is inclined to dismiss this ticket. But she's also sent me a vehicle history from the Secretary of State and the Chevy truck is not on there. She said she sold it.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Corporal Jones.
She's not out here, of course, though.
All right, Williams, you can log off if you want to, or you're more than welcome to watch court this morning.
Sorry,
Oh,
I wanted to ask about that date again. I'll put it in my calendar.
Oh, good, thank you. Put it in your calendar, 9 a.m. What day?
December
19th.
19th.
19th. Okay, cool.
Okay,
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Put it in your calendar, Mr. Williams. I need you to be here.
Oh, I definitely will. I ain't missing that date. No, man.
All right, fantastic.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But pretty much everything, a lot of dismissals with no officer.
She's out here now.
Turn on your camera for me, please. Ms. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you turn on your camera for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think you help the background. All right. Cool. All right, I'm gonna leave you muted because I don't want the clerk not to be able to hear you. You got a lot of background noise going on. All right, it's okay. You're not supposed to be driving, we're riding either, so I'll let it. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tonia Williams. This is ticket P 1267896, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Ms. Williams. Ms. Williams, can you state your name, please?
Tanya Williams.
This is the date set for our trial. The officer has appeared and Ms. Williams has provided proper documentation. We move to dismiss.
All right. Having been an officer of the court, seeing that documentation, and Corporal Jones was present for this morning's hearing and did agree to allow this matter to be dismissed at this time. The court is going to grant that request and dismiss this without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure you always keep all your documents up to date and in your vehicle, so that you have them at all times. All right, that concludes this hearing. Thank you. You're all set, Ms. Williams. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think I'm just waiting for a couple offers before.
Okay. And we waiting too. So as soon as he comes in, we'll let you know.
All right. Could be, yeah.
Okay, Noward.
Here.
What matter are you here on today?
Trial for Eric Wood.
Okay. We got in just enough time. I was about to
I
say,
apologize. I had to borrow an iPad from the sergeant.
it's okay. I was about to say, I just ended up calling it at 10 o'clock. So I give everybody an hour here. It's physically outside. Let me see. Just hold tight, okay, officer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, we got everyone, we just have to wait for the officers at this point in time. So the courtroom's gonna mute itself. I'm gonna be doing another docket as well, but as soon as we get those offers, we'll get them out so that we can get everybody on their way for today, okay? You don't want me, then don't talk to me. All right, Attorney Draper, I see your client has checked in. I still don't have counsel in the courtroom though, but I'm going to put Ms. Wilkins into the waiting room. I'm sure you've already spoken with her today about the case and about the rights. So when we're ready to call it, she'll just be ready to go, okay?
She'll be ready to go, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, Ms. Wilkins, I'm gonna put you into what's called a waiting room. You're just gonna be in there, it's gonna say waiting for your admission. As soon as I get the rest
Are you
of
gonna
the
sign in the court?
prosecutor, we're gonna bring it in, okay?
Okay.
All right, Attorney Green, is your client coming back or are you just handling this on her behalf? Oh, no, I took the wrong person out, my bad. Attorney Green, are you handling this on her behalf or is she gonna return to us today?
She's gonna return to us. I just was on the phone with her. She's gonna sign back in, Your Honor. My apologies to this honorable court.
It's okay,
I'm
you can handle it on her behalf. I didn't know if she was up to it today, so. I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do
she's going through one heck of a time, but she says she's gonna sign in.
Okay, let's just hold tight then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called Megan iPhone, Your Honor.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Megan Wilson. This is ticket X 4010464. This is one count speed, 1 to 5 over. This is the date and time set for a formal hearing in this matter. Counsel, your name for the record, please.
Attorney Anthony Green, P47715.
All right, and Ms. Wilson, can you state your name for the record, please?
Megan Wilson.
All right, this is the date and time set for a formal hearing. How would you like to proceed, Attorney Green?
Your Honor, this being the date and time for the formal hearing and the officer in charge not being present, I would request a dismissal, Your Honor.
The time is now 10:04 a.m. No officer having been present. The court is going to grant her request and dismiss this without prejudice. Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The court does apologize for your loss. I know this is a lot that's going on right now, and it can be frustrating sometimes, but you're handling your matters the way that you're supposed to handle them. And so you just gotta keep pushing, you gotta keep fighting, but you gotta handle the stuff like you handled it today. Okay, Mrs. Wilson?
Okay.
All right, I know it can be difficult, but you got support. So use the support that you have to help lead you right now while you're going through some difficult times. The court extends its deepest condolences to you at this point in time in your life, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, if there's nothing further. This concludes this hearing. Everyone have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor. God bless you. Thank you.
No problem. Slow down too, Miss Wilson, too. You were flying. Uh-huh. I know you were. I saw how fast you were going. Slow down. Okay, bye. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay.
You did get a smile on.
All right. Have a good day. All right, Attorney Draper, Mr. Gillis is here now. So if you would like to talk to him, he's present.
That would be fabulous. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, do you want to talk to him in private or you want to talk?
Well, actually, I can just ask him just,
Okay, he's
just
gonna answer
Mr.
some
Draper, my only question was, I didn't realize we had a account other than the drag racing. So
I didn't
has your
either.
client-
I mean, I knew that when I got hired, but I had forgotten it. I apologize for that. She has a license and she has and had a license. She has also insurance, did not have insurance on date of incident. So I guess my grand legal argument would be, well, there was no reason for the stop because she wasn't drag racing. So none of these would have flowed from that stop, but whatever you want to do, I'm happy to do.
No, we can dismiss based on either argument. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and also the fact that she has valid documentation satisfies us as well. So
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Gillis. Appreciate you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
the waiting room. So it's all gonna be dismissed.
It is, Judge, and I have it right here for you.
I'm gonna bring her in because the council has been waiting so patiently this morning. Thank you, Mr. Gray. I think I accidentally, I don't know what happened to your client. All right. I thought I put her into the waiting room, but I don't see her.
I can ask her, I can text her to log back on.
It's okay. It's all right, attorney.
Thank you.
Now calling the matters of the people versus Drew Wilkins. This is ticket SP 1273445. Count 1, drag race. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. David Draper, P 43750, on behalf of Miss Wilkins, who I know has been here electronically, and we of course consent to Zoom proceedings, Your Honor.
And I know that she was present for the hearing. I placed her in the waiting room. The court may have accidentally exited her out of this entire meeting. But at this point in time, I believe there is a resolution. So the court is going to waive her appearance because I believe the resolution has been reached between you and counsel. Is that correct, attorney?
That is correct. Yes, Your Honor.
And that resolution is that there is going to be a dismissal without prejudice at this point in time. Am I correct?
You are correct, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court is going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Tell your client she is fortunate because they are dismissing a drag racing. And I don't know what happened. I know you spoke to counsel, but that's a real point getter on your license. So if there's nothing,
Absolutely.
the court is going to dismiss these matters as stated previously, and we're all set unless you have something else to put on the record, attorney.
Nothing at all, Your Honor. And thank you so much. And thanks for your patience. And I want to say for the record, you were super patient with an issue that was a little dicey earlier. And it's really great to see by the bench that you were awesome. Thank you.
Thank
I mean,
you. I appreciate
on
that.
behalf of the people of this city, thank you.
Thank
That was
you
nice.
so much. I appreciate it. Sometimes
All
you
right.
gotta give.
Have a great weekend.
Gotta have a little patience.
You bet. You have to. You have to. And you do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You too. You have a great weekend, okay? Tell your
You too.
client she's all set, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You said you need to talk to the council or Officer Maverick? No, she's in the hall. He's in the hall. Eric.
No, actually, if just knowing that Officer Navarre is here, Officer Ramos is not, I'm just gonna do the one, dismiss the other, so if they want to accept that.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready for me, I have 3 people.
Did you talk to them all?
Yes. I just don't have the offers.
Are any of them just gonna be trials then?
I'm not sure. I don't have, not so far. I don't have an offer for a few people.
We just sent the offer over, or no? All right. On Miss Wilson, the offer is blockading.
Okay.
That's Latrice Wilson. On Miss Wright, Mr. Wright, I apologize. That offer is expired plates.
Okay. And then Mr. Walker, Brandon Walker has his license, but he doesn't have it on him. I was wondering if the prosecutor could look up his driving record. He has a license ticket and a 6 to 10 over.
He's doing the offers right now. And then you have one who's in person that we're gonna have come into the courtroom. I know it's Ms. Wilkins. Ms. Wilkins, you can call your attorney to find out what happened. Ms. Wilkins? Drew Wilkins. Yeah, next. I need to put this on.
We are ready on Mr. Wright and Ms. Wilson. The prosecutor there? It's is Mr. Gillis in the
Okay,
room?
wherever you're covering
Yes,
now
he
is
is.
what's making it.
Couple more minutes.
What are you covering on the phone?
I'm not covering a speaker. I'm kind of holding it your way. Just so you hear me. Can you hear me?
That sounds perfect. Threaten to force you or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today? Understand that by taking this.
Ms. Carver, do you want to go in a breakout room?
Yeah, I just want to talk about Mr. Walker real quick.
Sure.
We can probably go to,
It looks like they're inviting us to one.
room 4 is empty. Oh, you want to go to 1? I think,
We can go to 4.
doesn't matter.
I'll
There's
log
just
into 4.
There's nobody in 4, so,
Okay, let's do that then.
okay.
All right. You ready on all the people out here, Attorney Power?
Yes, Your Honor, I am Inference Wright, Latrice Wilson, and Brandon Walker. Everyone's a plea.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Latrice Wilson. This is ticket P 1272025. One count disregard traffic control device. Ticket P 1272027. One count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Ms. Wilson. Ms. Wilson, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Latrice Marie Wilson.
Today is the time set for pretrial. Ms. Wilson would like to take advantage of the plea offer.
Is that right, Ms. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna read from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of November the 2nd of 2021, in the area of Gratiot and Counter Streets in the city of Detroit, Ms. Wilson was driving a Chevy vehicle and did block traffic by disregarding the traffic control device. Satisfied, attorney?
Satisfied.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining count to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea of responsible to the amended charge of blockading. I'm going to dismiss the no insurance misdemeanor. Ms. Wilson, the fine is $175. Typically with civil infractions, you have 14 days to pay that. Is that enough time for you, ma'am?
Yes, I can actually pay it today if I'm allowed to.
Okay, can you just give us until Monday so we can make sure it's in the computer system?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna give you the 14 days just in case, okay? So it's until September 30th that you have to pay this $175 fine, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, thank you for your patience, Ms. Wilson. Have a great weekend, okay?
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wright,
Yes, ma'am.
how do you pronounce your first name?
Issifer.
Insifer, okay. I need you to turn on your camera for me too.
Okay.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Insifer Wright. This is ticket number P 1273036. One count drive while license suspended. Ticket number P 1272993. One count expired plate. Count 2, no receipt of or unsigned registration. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, can you state your name, please?
Issifer Wright.
Thank you. Mr. Wright is, today's set for pretrial. Mr. Wright would like to take advantage of the plea offer.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of November the 2nd, 2021, in the area of 8 Mile, East 8 Mile, and Bramford Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wright was driving a Chevy vehicle that had expired plates. Satisfied, attorney?
Satisfied.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes, stipulated.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to expired plates. The remaining counts will be dismissed. Sir, the fine for expired plates is $145. Typically, you have 14 days to be able to pay civil infractions. Is that going to be enough time for you?
Yes, ma'am. You said it's $145?
$145.
Yes, that'll be enough time.
All right, so I'm going to have it due no later than September 30th, 2022. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for your patience this morning. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay? Now, if you have any reinstatement fees, that's not included. I don't know that you have any, but I'm just letting you know, okay?
Can you run that by me, please? I'm not understanding.
So reinstatement fees are for the Secretary of State's office. Your license hasn't been affected, has it?
What you mean by the fact it's suspended?
Yes.
Yes, they suspended.
Okay, so you may have something called reinstatement fees. Those are $45. When you go online to look up this information, look up your name and see if you have any other fines or costs that are outstanding, because we just handled the matters that are open today. So we're trying to see, and that's usually what holds you up from being able to get your license, is that you haven't paid some of those reinstatement fees. You pay them on 36districtcourt.org. If you don't have any, then you need to go to the Secretary of State's office and find out what other areas are holding you up. They'll be able to print out every ticket that you have in the state of Michigan, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, Mr. Wright, good luck to you, okay?
Okay, thank you. Have a good one.
You too, thank you.
Okay.
Brandon Walker,
Yes.
now calling the matter of the people versus Brandon Walker. This is ticket number P1247687. Count 1, drove while license suspended, repeat offender. Count 2, 6 to 10 miles over posted speed. Ticket P1244249. Count 1, blockade moving lane of traffic. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket P1057872. Count 1, drove while license suspended. Ticket 237330. Count 1, drive while license suspended. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. All right, appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, can you state your name for the record, please?
Brandon Walker.
Yes, Mr. Walker would like to take advantage of the plea offer. Today's the time set for pretrial. Not everything was on the docket today. I'm sure you're aware of that, though.
I like to pull all the cases though, so
Yeah.
hopefully they don't come back.
And we appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You want to take advantage of this offer today, Mr. Walker?
Yes, I do.
So reading from the ticket, you're going to be pleading to 2 pleas of responsible. First, on the date of September 26th of 2021, in the area of East 7 Mile and Goulburn, that's Goulburn streets in the city of Detroit. Mr. Walker was driving a Buick vehicle and did speed doing 45 in the 35 mile per hour zone. To be made blockading, it looks like though. Also, reading from ticket number P1244249, count 1, that on the date of September 3rd, 2021, in the area of Chalmers and Longview Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Walker was driving a Jeep vehicle and did block traffic. Satisfied, attorney?
Yes, satisfied.
Stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes.
But this time the court's going to enter 2 pleas to blockading, amended responsible pleas of blockading. The remaining tickets will be dismissed. Mr. Walker, the fine for each one of those tickets is $175. Civil infractions are typically due in 14 days. Is that going to be enough time for you to come up with $350?
I would have asked for maybe a month. I did just start a job a few weeks ago. And I'm trying to catch up. Is it possible that I can get maybe 2 more weeks on top of the 2 weeks?
Yes. Is that going to be enough time? Did you have some other bills you need to catch up on too, Mr. Walker?
Yeah, I did.
Mr. Walker, if I give you 2 months, are you gonna pay my fine? Well, if you don't,
Absolutely.
you're not gonna get your license together. So you gotta pay the
Absolutely.
fine. All right,
I'm sure I won't need the 2 months, but thank you.
November 16th, okay? And if you have, you're gonna probably have some reinstatement fees too. But those aren't due at the same time, but that's how you're gonna be able to get your license back. You heard my lecture or my talk to the other
Right.
young man?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you
Yes,
do
I
that,
did.
because that's the way that you're gonna be able to get your license back. You pay these fines, but you also may have some reinstatement fees. Take care of those. Those are $45. And I don't know if
Okay.
you have any, you may not have any, you may have a couple of them or a few of them. Pay those too, so you can apply to get your license back.
Yeah,
You don't
I
need-
actually had my license reinstated
Okay,
a
good.
few months ago.
Good. So just pay these off then. So you shouldn't have anything. Because
Okay.
usually you can't get it if you had those out there. So just pay your tickets off, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Walker.
Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, the last person is in person. I'm gonna bring him into the courtroom so that you can talk to him, Attorney Carver. The officer is here as well. Officer, I'm going to put you into the waiting room for a moment. Well, no, you can stay in here just in case you have a question to ask her, okay?
What's his name?
His name is Eric Woods,
Oh, okay.
okay? Step up here. Right here. Face
Mhm. Trying to find Woods's offer. Mr. Woods, are you there?
Yeah,
Hi, my name's Jane Carver. I'm your attorney for the morning. You're here for a trial date for dog at large and vicious animal. One of the officers has appeared, and it's possible you can enter into a plea agreement today. Did you bring anything with you today that is related to the charge that I should know about, or do you have anything?
no.
You still
I
have this,
just-
you still have this dog?
No,
You don't have the dog anymore? Okay. I'm gonna try to find your plea offer. Did you get rid of the dog because of,
they were never my dogs. They were my nephews. I was just keeping them.
oh, okay. Hmm. Sorry, I thought I had an offer for you. Now I'm just not seeing it anywhere. There it is. Okay. So the offer is, they would dismiss the vicious animal ticket. And because that officer is not here. And then you'd have to plead guilty to the dog at large, which would just be, which would probably just be fines. But I'm gonna talk to the officer real quick and see if, since you don't have the dog anymore, and so it's back at your nephew's, you're not gonna have it anymore,
Okay, and I don't have any money.
and you don't have any money, okay.
That's what the paperwork.
So the money wise, the judge can give you some time to pay. But let me just talk to the officer and see if I can change anything, okay?
All right.
Officer Navarra, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, my name's Jane Carver. I'm the attorney on Woods today. So I know the prosecutor dismissed the ticket that where the officer's not here. You are here. He was watching his nephew's dog, and so he says that the dog is not on his property anymore, and it will not be on his property anymore. So I don't know if you would consider a dismissal. If the dog's not a problem anymore.
I would not, unfortunately, due to the fact that he admitted to taking the two dogs, two Rottweilers, intentionally out into his front yard and to a park where the dogs bit two young children. So because he didn't have them on leashes and knowingly took them out after the dogs had already been a problem. That's kind of why I wouldn't be willing to.
Can you hear
dismiss
all this,
that.
Mr. Woods?
Yeah, can I respond?
You wanted it back.
Can I respond?
We can talk individually, Mr. Woods.
Where was the last place you made? Where did you give her the phone at?
I'm almost there. 325.
I'm sorry, I can't tell who's talking right now. Is there somebody there?
I'll do the report, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be civil.
Maybe we should go to a breakout room, me and Mr. Woods. I don't think I can assign him. Oh, no, I can't go to a breakout room with him. He's in the courtroom. I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Woods. What did you have to tell me?
First of all, they were puppies and they didn't break no skin. And due to the circumstances, I didn't even know the kids were coming on the park at the same time I was coming on the park with the dogs. I looked at the park before I brought the dogs and there was no one on the park. It just was one of those situations where I came in one entrance and the kids was coming through another entrance.
Okay. I understand. It's just that you're not supposed to have your dogs out like that anyways. And I think the reason you probably didn't get a more severe ticket is because of the size of the dogs, is my guess.
Yeah, they weren't puppies and it did break skin.
So, the judge is going to be the trier of fact here. And I feel like the resolution for dog at large as opposed to what it could have been is a pretty fair resolution. I think that you're getting the vicious animal dismissed because the officer isn't here. So I don't think your chances at trial are going to be great if you wanted to do a trial before the judge. Just because I've only had this morning to look at your case, if you wanted to do a trial, it would be, I know you said you don't have any money, so you need to do the court-appointed attorney, but just from my review briefly, it seems like the guilty plea would be the best way to go for just dog at large isn't that serious. You know what I mean? It seems like the officer could have written you a worse ticket. And then also you can ask this judge to do community service in lieu of the fines since you don't have money. Because from what you told me, even though the kids weren't there when you first let the dogs out into the park, dog at large doesn't require, for you to know that there's other people around. It's an offense where if your dog's at large, regardless if there's people around, you would be guilty of that offense.
Well, definitely community service because I don't have no money.
Are you able to do community service? Are you physically able?
No, I'm disability.
Okay, so I think they have community service options that aren't physical. But the courthouse can set that up for you. It would probably be about 10 or 20 hours of community service.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just being honest with you. If I thought there was a chance that we could fight it and win, I would let you know that. I promise. So are you good with entering a plea today to dog at large?
As long as it's community service.
We can talk to the judge about that. Because you're on disability and all your income goes to rent and food and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me right now?
No.
Okay.
You know, and stuff was gone. So I was like, oh, where'd he go? You know, we try. Bring it back in, yes, please. You're gonna stand right in front of that mic, sir. Now calling the matters of the people versus Eric Woods. This is U ticket 600872221. This is one count of dogs must be leashed in public. Also calling U ticket 634452122. One count of 2 vicious dogs off leash. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yeah, it's Jane Carver on behalf of Mr. Woods. Mr. Woods, can you state your name, please?
Eric Wood.
Mr. Wood, this is the date and time set for trial. One officer is here, Navarra, and Mr. Wood would like to take advantage of the plea offer. He is, however, on a fixed income, and we'd ask that he can do community service in lieu of the fines.
All right. Now, let me ask you this. Mr., is it Woods or Wood?
Without an S.
Without an S, okay. All right, so on the actual ticket that he's pleading to today, it is without an S. It is just Eric Wood. All right. Mr. Wood, if you would like to take advantage of this offer today, please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can put your hands down. Can you move a little bit closer to that speaker too, so I can make sure she can hear you all right? Ms. Burrell, are you okay to hear him right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That was the officer. Madam Burrell?
Your Honor?
Okay, can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, Mr. Wood, did you have a chance to talk to the attorney today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for this plea today?
No, Your Honor.
And I don't know if I swear you in, so let me swear you in. Can you please raise your right hand? The other right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. Did you have a chance to talk to the attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I want to take your attention back to the date of September the 30th of 2021. Were you in the area of 18724 Leisure Street in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a park there, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and did you have some dogs off their leash at that point in time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Yes, stipulated.
All right, so at this time, the court is going to enter one count of dogs must be on a leash in public and dismiss U ticket 634452122 as a part of this offer. Sir, why would you have your dogs out there? You have Rottweilers? Why in the public with children? Why? Don't tell me they were gentle dogs. Go ahead.
I think they were sort of still in the puppy stage, but not quite puppies. depending on who you ask.
Yes.
And I see the officer like, no, why would you have a dog when you see the children and they're not, Miss, I'm gonna have a real conversation for a minute, Mr. Wood. Someone who grew up in the city and is petrified of dogs sometimes because people will walk them down the street without leash. And that most people in my community had dogs as watch dogs and not necessarily as pets. And to be in a park, I remember this one time. And yeah, you're gonna get a bit of a lecture today. I was outside playing and I was younger, like I must have been about 6, maybe 7 at the most. My brother was out there, all the kids were out there. It was a summer night. Okay, we're all playing outside. Our parents are on the porches watching us. We're having a great time. This man comes around the corner, no lie. It's about 7 or 8 dogs. And I don't know if he lost control or let them go. There were chairs flying off the porches. Folks were running. And this wasn't super late. We're talking like 6 o'clock late. And I could hear our parents screaming and hollering like, so I can only imagine being at a park where your kids are supposed to be playing and then the dogs are off the leashes, whether they're big or small. We're not taught a lot to care for animals. And then, kids start running and dogs think it's a game. So they start running too. And the kid is scared and screaming, right? I'm giving you a perfect scenario. And the kid is scared and screaming, the dog thinks it's a game. And they may bite them, not intentionally to hurt them, but because that's what they're doing. That's what they're learning. That's how they're being taught. And so we can't do that. Go ahead, speak, Mr. Wood.
The one thing, Your Honor, it's 4 entrance to this park.
Okay.
And I train my dogs without verbally. And they sat on the corner across the street to the park, and they were still sitting on that corner. By the time I crossed the street and saw there wasn't no cars coming, I did like this for them to come. And at the same time, the kids was coming through another entrance. I wouldn't even took them on the park had I seen them.
I know, but that's why it's important
On
that
the
when
leash.
they're in public, unless it's at a dog park, that you have to, that's why we had these rules, right?
Exactly.
Okay, all right, because we had these rules. Officer, did you want to say something before I impose sentence?
I feel like there could be a little more personal accountability here, as a 5-year-old girl was bit in the face and her brother tried to save her and got his hair ripped out of his head, and they are both probably traumatized, and this should be a lesson learned that could have gone far worse, and own it and move forward.
Okay, you hear that, Mr. Wood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Own it and move forward, right?
Yes,
She's not asking for death time, but she's being right. You gotta own this. I know you may have had your dogs trained, but on this occasion, they did not adhere to the training, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
At all, okay?
Yes, sir.
Is there any type of class he can take? Not saying that it's the worst ever, but just about like dog care or anything that you're aware of? Officer, counsel, anybody?
Any what that I'm aware of?
Like a dog awareness class or something, I don't know.
Well, these were his nephew's dogs, so he was just watching them, so he doesn't have dogs anymore.
You still need to take the class.
Okay, I don't know about any class, no. You could bring him to a training class or
I would
something.
contact animal control because they have all the best resources for that sort of thing, and they're really willing to help.
That's what I'm going to do. So you on a fixed income, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't know if the family ended up doing anything about the bite, so I'm not gonna go too deep into that. Because I don't want to address that. I'm gonna have you. Is it a humane society near you?
The only one I know is on 75.
That's far from you.
Yes, sir.
What type of income do you have, sir?
I'm on disability.
Can you do community service though?
Lightly, yes, Your Honor.
So your attorney just asked if I can do community service, it would cost and fees. So I guess my question is, do you want to pay cost and fees or do you want to do community service?
Community service, Your Honor.
Okay. Come on, light.
I think if it's not physical labor, he can do it.
Well,
I don't know if
That's
we
what
have
I
them.
was trying to figure out something that could be. Um, And the other ticket was that too? Oh, Mr. Wood. All right. Before I make the decision on that, you know you have an outstanding case from 07 where you owe $100.
I didn't know that.
Disorderly conduct,
I didn't know that.
okay?
Okay,
You have to pay that. I can't do anything about that.
okay.
I'm gonna have you do community service. I'm gonna give you a phone number to call to get that set up. And I'll write that down for you. I'm trying to think about how many, somebody got bid, so I got to give you enough hours. I'm gonna give you some time to complete it though. I'm gonna do quite a bit, so I'm gonna give you a long period of time, okay? 75 hours, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you 6 months. Do you think you can do it in 6 months, sir? That'll be March of
Yeah.
next year,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay?
Yes, sir.
It wouldn't be so bad, but it was another one too. You got to keep these dogs on a leash. On a leash, you hear me? When you're in public, no matter how much they're trained, on a leash. On a leash. Okay, 75 hours of community service. I'm gonna do a review March 16th, 2023, 8:45 a.m. Sir, I know you have some issues with the phone. Are you gonna be able to do it via phone by that time, or do you need to still come in March?
I should be able to do it by phone.
Okay, so we'll do it via Zoom on March 16th, because hopefully that will just be the day that you know that you completed all your community service that I requested of you, okay, Mr. Wood?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, anybody else have anything else to say before I conclude this hearing, council?
No, Your Honor, I think everyone's taken care of.
All right, officer?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Wood,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have anything further you want to say?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Woods, or Wood.
Thank you.
Hold on tight, okay? I gotta get you some paperwork and I'm gonna give you the phone number of her to call. Her name is Miss Green. She's gonna get the area you live in, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we're gonna do some community service, in that area. Do you know the family that this happened to or no?
We've been